Most people don't notice their balance declining until they trip and have a fall. But here's the thing, there are warning signs years before that. There are 3 simple balance tests that you can do right now, right where you are, to see where you stand. Stick with me till the end because the 3rd test often surprises most people. Let's do this. I'm Dr. Rob Murray, a corrective care chiropractor in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada, and helping people stay steady is a big part of what I do every day. If you're over the age of 50, this matters more than you think. Balance is not something that you either have or you don't. It's a skill that can be maintained or even retrained. It fades when it's not challenged. But here's the good news. Declining balance is one of the most reversible things that I deal with, if we catch it early. Let's find out where you are starting from. We are going to do 3 simple, quick self-tests. Make sure to grab a chair or stand near a wall or a kitchen countertop, just in case. Safety first. Sign number 1 that you could be losing your balance is that you can't stand on one leg as long as you used to. This is the single most reliable test that you can utilize to test your balance, and it's one that researchers use as well. Here's how to do it. Stand tall and be close enough that you can either touch a wall, a countertop, or grab a chair if you need to. But we're not going to touch anything to begin with, and I'd like you to lift one leg up off of the floor. It doesn't matter which leg you start with. Once you lift your foot up off of the floor, begin to count. And we want to see how high you can count to. So let's do this now. Make sure you're standing up close to an object that you can hold on to for balance. And go ahead and lift one foot up off of the floor, just a few inches. And now feel that ankle that's supporting your foot. You may wobble a little bit. We have to stop counting if you lose your balance and you have to touch something for support, or if your foot touches the floor. So we are going to count as long as your foot is off the floor until you lose your balance and touch the wall or a chair or a countertop, or your foot touches the floor. Go ahead and put the video on pause and let's do this now. Okay, welcome back. How did you do? How many seconds were you able to hold your foot up off the floor before either you lost your balance or your foot touched the floor? Here's a rough guide to let you know where you should stand for your age. If you are under 60 years of age, you should be able to stand for 30 seconds or more. If you are in your 60s, you should be able to stand for 20 seconds. And if you're in your 70s or older, we hope that you can stand for at least 10 seconds. If you were well under that range for your age, or if you were not able to stand on one foot as long as the other foot, then that's a warning sign that your balance needs to be addressed. So let's pause this video again, and we'll do your other foot and make sure that you do have a wall, chair, or countertop nearby to steady you if it's needed. Okay, welcome back. How did you do on your second foot? Was the time much different than your first foot? Go ahead and leave a comment and let me know. A noticeable gap between the times of each feet is one of the first things that I look for in my clinic. Keep in mind that we also have to take this test with a grain of salt if you have any historical ankle injuries to one foot that may be making it more difficult for you to do this test standing on that previously injured foot. Sign number 2 that you are losing your balance is that you have to use your hands to get up out of a chair. Watch yourself the next time you get up from a kitchen chair or a low-lying couch. Do you use your hands to help get yourself up? Or do you have to rock yourself back and forth to build momentum to go ahead and stand up? If you have to do these things, it's not just a sign of stiffness, it's a sign that you are losing strength in the key muscles around your hips, your thighs, and your core. These muscles are really important if you stumble to catch you and prevent a fall. Let's go ahead and do this test. I would like you to cross your arms on your chest so you can't use your hands to push off on the chair. And I want you to get up slowly and under control to see if you can do it without using your hands. But then also, I want you to lower yourself back down to the chair slowly and under control. No falling down quickly like this. So go ahead and put the video on pause and try doing that test right now. Welcome back. How did you do with the standing up test? If you were able to pull off that test standing up at least 5 times in a row, then you're in good shape. If you were not able to do it at all, then we need to work on the muscles in your hips, your thighs, and your core to give you the strength to be able to support you and to help keep you balanced. If you found my balance test helpful so far, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and leave a comment with how you did doing the sit to stand test. Okay, here we are. Sign number 3, the one that surprises almost everyone. Your balance tends to get worse when you have your eyes closed. Most people don't realize how much they rely on their vision for their balance. There are 3 main balance systems within your body: your eyes, your inner ear, and the sensors that are within your feet joints, your knee joints, your hips, your spine, and your neck joints. These three systems communicate together, sending information to your brain about the position of your body in order to keep you steady and upright. When we remove your vision, we are putting extra stress on your inner ears and your joint position sensors throughout your body. And we are testing how well they can pick up the slack to keep you balanced. Okay, let's do our third test now. Make sure that you have a chair, a countertop, or a wall nearby in case you need to catch yourself or steady yourself. You're going to put your feet close together and you're going to have your hand ready nearby whatever you're going to use to steady yourself. And go ahead and close your eyes. And you're going to count how long you can stand without losing your balance. If you begin to sway to one side and you start to lose your balance, go ahead and catch yourself. If you begin to wobble a lot in your ankles and you feel unsteady, then go ahead and stop as well. So let's pause the video now. Make sure that you have your hand by whatever you're going to use to steady yourself without touching it. Close your eyes with your feet together and count how long you can stay well positioned without losing your balance. Welcome back. How did you do? How many seconds were you able to stand steady with your eyes closed? Go ahead and leave a comment. I'd love to know. When you were doing the test, did you start to lean in one direction in particular? Did you feel dizzy at all? Was the room spinning? This is where dizziness can be linked to your balance. If you felt like you were dizzy during that test, there may be a connection to your inner ear or the position joint sensors in your neck, and this can be called cervicogenic dizziness. I also have a video on cervicogenic dizziness if you would like to watch this and learn more about it. Now, if you struggled with any of those, don't panic. Here's what I want you to take away from today. Balance can be challenging and we can lose it over time, but the good news is it is reversible and we can see great improvements. I help patients all the time in their 70s and 80s to improve their balance. In fact, I have a gentleman in my practice right now who's in his 90s and he was able to return to playing golf. You can make noticeable changes within weeks just by challenging these three systems a little bit every day. The worst thing you could do is avoid movement and activity because you're afraid of falling. If you do that, your balance is going to decline at an even quicker rate. The best thing that you can do is consistently and gently challenge your balance and address any areas of weakness that come up, like weakness in your muscles, stiffness, or dizziness. If this information was helpful for you, do one thing for me. Hit subscribe. Every week, I post simple, practical tips to help people with neck pain, dizziness, balance, headaches, arm tingling, posture, and general spinal health. They're all aimed at helping you stay strong and independent as you age. If you're local to Newmarket, Ontario, and balance and fall prevention is something that interests you or you're concerned with your own balance because you've been feeling unsteady, have been suffering with dizziness, maybe you've had neck pain and headaches, go ahead and reach out. Let's get to the bottom of it with a proper spinal examination and balance assessment. I'll put my clinic details and office website in the description below. Please don't wait to have a fall to take this seriously. The best time to work on your balance is before you have a fall. I'm Dr. Rob Murray with Murray Family Chiropractic in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. I'm a corrective care chiropractor, and I look forward to seeing you at my next video. Take care.